The sun was shining on the sea. Shining with all his might, he did his very best to make the pillars bright. And this was odd because it was the middle of the night. The moon was shining so because she thought the sun had no business to be here. After the day was done, it was very rude of him, he said.
You are very annoying.
To come and spoil the fun.
The sea was wet as wet could be. The sand was dry as dry.
You could not see any clouds because there were no clouds in the sky.
No birds were flying overhead because there were no birds to fly.
The Walrus and the Carpenter walked close hand.
They wept like anything to see such quantities of sand. If this was only cleared away, they said it would be grand.
If 7 maids with 7 mops wept for half a year.
Do you suppose the Walrus said that they could get it clear?
No.
I doubt it, said the Carpenter, and shed a bitter tear. Oysters, come and walk with us, the Walrus did beseech. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk, along the briny beach. We cannot do more with more than 4, to give a hand to each. The eldest oyster looked at him, but never a word he said. The eldest oyster winked his eye and shook his heavy head, meaning to say he did not choose to leave the oyster bed.
But 4 young oysters hurried up, all eager for the treat. Their coats were brushed, their faces washed, their shoes were clean and neat. And this was odd because, you know, they hadn't any feet. 4 other oysters followed them, and yet another 4. And thick and fast they came at last, and more and more and more, all hoping through the frothy waves and scrambling to the shore.
The Walrus and the Carpenter walked a mile or so, and they rested on a rock conveniently low.
And all the little oysters stood and waited in a row.
The time has come to talk of many things, of shoes and ships and sailing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot, and whether pigs have wings.
But wait a bit,
The oysters cried.
before we have our chats, for some of us are out of breath, and all of us are fat.
No, honey.
Said the Carpenter. They think too much for that.
A loaf of bread,
The Walrus said.
this is what we chiefly need. Pepper and vinegar are very good indeed. Now if you are ready, oysters dear, we can now begin to feed.
But not on us.
The oysters cried, turning a little blue.
After such kindness, that would be a dismal thing to do.
The night is fine.
The Walrus said.
Do you admire the view?
It was so kind of you to come, and you are very nice.
The Carpenter said nothing but, cut another slice. I wish you not sit there. I had to ask twice.
It seems a shame to play them such a trick after we brought them so far and made them trot so quick.
The Carpenter said nothing but, the brother's bed is too thick.
I weep for you. I deeply sympathize.
Those with sobs and tears, he sorted out those of the largest size, holding his pocket handkerchief before his streaming eyes. Oh, oysters, said the Carpenter, you've had a pleasant run. Shall we be trotting home? But answer came there none, and this was scarcely odd, because they'd eaten every one.